Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Fiume, here live at the IFA2024 National Convention, and looking forward to interviewing some folks at this year's event. I am here with franchise legend Stan Friedman. Stan, how are you?
In my mind only, Frank.
I don't know about that. So I've known Stan for a long time. I know he's been on our show, but I saw him here at the IFA, and of course, I had to ask him a few questions here. So Stan, how many IFAs is this now for you?
Could be about 24, 25.
What makes this one a little different?
It's the next one.
All right, so, obviously the landscape of franchising is changing dramatically here in the last few years. Obviously we're seeing influx of private equity. And what do you think of some of the changes that you see on the horizon here since being on the show?
Tough to ask or answer that question when it's being asked by Frank Fiume, but I think that founder-driven brands disappearing into the fabric of roll-ups is a major change, and culturally, I worry about what the impact of that looks like years from now, the same way I do what the impact of COVID and segregation look like from working at home for Gen Z, that don't get the impact of connectivity.
Yeah. Stan, since you've been to 24 of these, tell me this year, is there something you're looking to get out of this year's IFA? What's your objective for this one?
This one's the same as all of them, Frank. It's success. It's getting people into the right systems, platforms, and tools, helping people get the right start so that they can build on a strong foundation for growth.
And with FRM, I know there's some other companies that are out there that do similar type products, but share with me, what are the differences?
Well, we're built on a platform that's built on Microsoft Dynamics CRM, so open APIs, flexibility, customization. The biggest of all is one instance of FRM can be driven across a portfolio of those companies. So you don't have to have 5 instances and log in and log out. You log in once and you're there across brands.
Stan, that's awesome. Thanks so much for being on.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fiume, or Emerging Franchise Group, LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.